Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for September 6th. Oh no. Okay, Capricorn, 2022. I'm seeing a teacher at the bottom of the deck wanted to flip out and then it just fought to stay in. All right, Capricorn, this is your last shuffle. All right. So teacher may be important or it may not have been meant to have come out. So we have increase. We have cycles going on for you. A new beginning, a cycle of new beginning, an increase in new beginnings. That means that this is happening really, really quick. This is happening really fast. A whole new beginning. And if it's happening fast, that means that the transition was very slow, right? It was like maybe the old took its time coming out, right? The old took its time leaving. So you have Magician and you have the Page of Pentacles. The new beginning now is that you are slowly learning that you have to believe in yourself. You can do it. You can do anything. You can be anyone. This is almost like you can reinvent yourself. You can rewrite your own story. Page of Pentacles. It's like this time you can pay attention to the words this time. The Magician is here, which if it's a new beginning, that means that you were at one point the Fool with the Magician here. And that would mean that maybe you leapt and you didn't really have all your tools necessary, but the Fool is awesome in this respect that he knows that whatever was behind him definitely wasn't going to get him what he was looking for. So he went running out into the world, right? And then he realized after getting beat up, you know, I have my cup, I have my pentacle, I have my wand, but I forgot my sword. I didn't know I needed a sword. And that's you now. You now know what you need. And so now this is about you rewriting this. Like you're now, because you have the experience of the Fool, you are the Magician. And now you are able to, you know what I mean? Let's see, like be very, very careful about what you write in your book of life kind of thing now. It's very nice. I like to see this. But now we have the new beginnings. With Magician, we have Page of Pentacles, we have the Emperor, and we have Three of Pentacles. And to me, this looks like, this is, ooh, gosh, learning to work with what's around you. And honestly, this is also looking too like being set apart as a person. This is a new beginning where you are in charge of, gosh, you know how like you are in charge. At Capricorn, you've always been in charge. No lie. Strong zodiac sign. I think as far as signs are concerned, and everyone has opinions, but you know, I have my reasons is for saying that Capricorn and even Leo may be the strongest signs in the zodiac at this time, in this age, in this era. And I say that here because what they're saying about you is that you are in charge. Now, Capricorn, you're usually in charge, but the world usually is the forefront of the charge. Like you are looking out to see how to conquer what's around you. And so that is usually what would lead a Capricorn. They come out and they go, well, the world is run on industry, therefore I'm going to conquer industry. Because they're powerful, right? How can I be more powerful? By conquering the industry of the age. So if it was like well, the more fish you had, then they would be the Amazon of fishermen. You know, that's what they would strive to be. But at this point, none of that is driving you, Capricorn. This looks like you are driving yourself. You are learning more about what you enjoy, what you want to see happen. You can make anything happen. So it's almost like instead of coming from a place of like, I don't have enough of this, because that's kind of like what happens. And I think that's something that you get now. Like you run into the world and you realize this ain't where it's at. You know what I mean? It ain't where it's at. So then you, this looks more like a person who is saying to themselves, or just understanding that life is what you make it, and that's the new beginning you have. The Magician understands that because he believes in himself. He's like, I can make whatever I want. You know, if he's a magician, he has all the tools. He can make whatever he wants. So this is about you. You are in control. Like I said, not the world, not what's out there, not what you don't have, not what you need more of. None of that is in control. This is a new beginning for you. Increase here with the Queen of Wands and the Hermit. And so this would tell me that there's an increase in you. Once again, the same energy reverberating back. This is a fiery energy, Magician and Emperor as well. So you could be dealing with an Aries or a Virgo there too. This is realizing, right, that you are the stability, right? Not the things around you. This is like saying that you are the abundance kind of energy, right? Abundance, you can't have abundance unless you actually are abundance. Abundance, things that like is attracted to like. And it's not going to come to you if you're in a lack mentality and saying, I need abundance. Abundance doesn't want to go to that. They want to go to where their friends are. Their friends are abundance and prosperity and health and wealth. Those are their friends, not death and destruction and sadness and misery, kind of thing. So deception here with the Moon and the Two of Pentacles. I think that the deception is that you have wasted your time on something. There are a lot of things that you've done in your life. You may, especially if you decide to change venues or change directions at any point in your life, especially if you spend a lot of time doing something, the deception is that you wasted it, that you didn't make a good change. Why didn't I make this change sooner? There's a lot of questions in the Moon and the Two of Pentacles, and they're saying that that is a deception. That's not true. The Moon is deception in and of itself. That's to say that, I made this change and I should have made it whatever, however it goes, right? Or even feeling as though this may not be a harmonious change kind of thing. That there's something, not right, like this bad feeling, whatever this is, it's a deception. Because the Moon is also a foreboding, like something bad's happening. They're saying that's not true. That's a deception. That's something that has been instilled in you, and it's not you. It's not of you. It's not of the Magician either. The Magician is not. That has nothing to do with what he's trying to do. Well, this one at least. Okay, when you have the Emperor, Page of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles, is not what that particular Magician would be trying to do. Now, if you had 10 of Swords and 7 of Swords sitting around this dude, I would say yes, manipulation, city, right? Fragmented energy with Justice and Nine of Wands. I would say to fragmented energy aspect is that you may be fragmented about parts of your situation, your past, that you have made your peace with. Some parts you have and some parts you haven't. And I say that because the Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior, but also that story of him, as I've said many times, is that his war is actually over. The battle is done, but he is suffering from PTSD from some of what's happened, or he suffered from some sort of trauma from it, which I mean, post-traumatic stress disorder. He's stressed, he's traumatized by what he's dealt with. And so this would be an energy of fragmented about what you have made your peace with and what you cannot seem to make your peace with. There's a little imbalance there. Okay, and so that's what fragments you in a lot of the decisions that you're making, and that's what deceives you into thinking that you haven't made good good changes, like you won't have harmony in your life. You've wasted your time. That's what's deceiving you there. It's like, some things you've made your peace with, and some things you're like, this has messed me up for life, and that never is the truth. Never is the truth. That's what Justice is here for. Justice is trying to tell you that this is something that is worked out. Karma is going to be dealt to these people, or to the whatever happened in the past, and but they want you to it's almost like they're going to try to balance things out so that your heart could be light, but they would like for you to persevere and know that it's over, like it would never happen to you again like that ever. Okay, and so this would be that there's definitely this deception here with the Two of Pentacles here. That's not going to fly there. The deception is that things have not changed in a good way. Things have not balanced out in a good way. You have not made good changes, kind of thing. Increase with the Hermit and Queen of Wands. I would say this with the Hermit here and the Queen of Wands. It's time for you to go within. It's time for you to think about what you want to see happen for yourself, in a sense, with the Queen of Wands. there's an increased need for you to start thinking about what's best for you, and to look back and kind of take inventory of times where there was selfishness versus doing what's best. Because some selfishness is not always what's best for a person. It's damaging, you know. And so knowing that you didn't waste your time, that there's lessons to be learned from the past, that's what I've got here. Now you could be dealing with an Aries, a Virgo, and a Cancer here, or Libra. It doesn't have to be those signs. These could be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.